Welcome to Tucson. The city was officially founded in 1877, but its history and culture has been around for much longer. Today, it is well known for its rich and vibrant art scene, from murals to movies to music. Many of the great westerns were filmed at Old Tucson. In the past, it was home to cowboys, train and bank robberies, and shootouts. Hotel Congress in downtown Tucson was a setting for the capture of infamous outlaw John Dillinger and his crew. With no shortage of stories to tell its tale, it doesn't come as a surprise that Tucson has its fair share of ghosts hanging around too. Let's go on a ghost tour.
This is the Cathedral of San Agustin. In 1858, this was a small, two-room cathedral, but it has since become a beautiful church that hosts a variety of events. Some have claimed to see ghostly figures throughout the cathedral. However, the most mysterious story of all is that of the faceless nun. She is said to levitate in the courtyard behind the church. A ghost tour guide says that this is a common phenomenon in old and historic religious locations, making the cathedral a special place.
Go to the University of Arizona campus and you will find not only one, not two, but three haunted structures. The Berger Memorial Fountain was gifted by Alexander Berger in the name of his nephew, Alex, who was killed in World War I. The fountain has 13 spouts, one for each of the 13 UA students who died during the war. Many people believe that ghosts inhabit the fountain, as it has often had issues with pipes clogging, overflowing, and draining. Sometimes the 13 spouts even spray arbitrarily at night.
Behind the fountain is the setting for another ghost story. Old Main is the oldest building on the UA campus, and today it primarily serves as a historical center. It was built in the 1880s and supervised by Carlos Maldonado. While the construction team went home at dark, Maldonado would sometimes stay the night on site. Legend has it that one morning the construction team returned to find Maldonado's body limp on a chair with a knife in his throat. During a renovation in 2013, the modern construction crew reported seeing shadowy figures, and one worker even found multiple faucets turn on at once, without reason. In the same courtyard, we find our third haunted building on campus, Maricopa Hall. In the 1860s, two dance hall entrepreneurs were spiteful rivals. When an argument grew tense, the women headed to the open desert for a duel. One of the women brought a knife to a gunfight and bled out on land that would become the property Maricopa Hall was built on. This is not the only story that makes the hall uncanny. In 1919, when a UA student found her fiancé unconscious, she headed to Maricopa Hall, still under construction, to find help. Her body was later found hanging from a ceiling gas pipe in the bathroom on the second floor. Since then, visitors have reported hearing a woman arguing and screaming, and a young girl crying. Downtown Tucson holds many performances, from concerts to musicals to shows. Fox Theater, opened in 1930, is one of the most popular settings for such events, not only with the public, but also with ghosts. People have reported the spirit of a panhandler wandering the entrance of the theater. Others have seen objects within the theater move on their own. It is no doubt that there is something special about the Retro Fox Theater.
Possibly the most haunted building in all of Tucson is none other than the 22nd Street Antique Mall. Full of old trinkets and heirlooms, it makes sense that the ghosts of the original owners of these objects might inhabit the store. There was once a typewriter on the second floor of the mall, last used long ago. Many customers claim that the typewriter would write on its own, believing that a ghost lived on the upper floor. Others noticed an old radio tuned into a local music station, arbitrarily increasing and decreasing in volume. Employees, too, vouch for this, as they have reported to have cleaned up the booths of the second story before locking up at night, only to find them astrewed the next morning. The most eerie of the stories employees have reported goes as follows.
The holiday holiday season was upon us, and we were very busy. One of the employees was approaching the doorway into the annex, and we both were suddenly frozen in our positions. People who were shopping all sped up like in a time warp. It might have been only a matter of seconds, but it seemed like hours. Then, everything slowed down to a normal pace. My fellow employee was still standing in the same position on the stairs, with a dazed look on her face. I said to her, "Did you see that?" We were both shaken up.
Visit the antique mall and you'll hear many more chilling stories from the employees and customers there. You might even find your own.